Hey Peggy, so thank you so much for coming in today. I had fun. Um, Long story short, I think your knee is in much better shape than maybe the images showed or that you were led to believe. Really good range of motion. Swelling is a little swollen, sure. I'm not too worried about that because you're moving well around it. I think the two big things to focus on going forward for me is going to be one, stop overcompensating for that leg. You're using your left leg so much more throughout the day than your right leg, even unconsciously. Just standing, using stairs, every time you get out of a chair, that left leg is doing the majority of the work, and I just want to reverse that. We want to kind of overcorrect right now and actually make your right leg do a lot more of the work here early on, just to kind of get it up to speed. Then eventually, of course, you want to be a little more just even throughout. But I think it's going to take just a lot of just mental awareness to stop overcorrecting with the left and start getting the right leg to work. And then, kind of in the same vein, the right leg's just weak. And we know why it's weak because it's been favored for. So some targeted exercises for the right leg, mainly the quad is where I'm focused on today. I think down the road we might explore other areas, but we want to strengthen it and we want to trust it again. So that's kind of where I am. Before I get into the moves I want you to do, other things we talked about, some ice is probably a good idea. I still think wearing that sleeve at night is not a bad idea. I think eventually maybe a daytime sleeve, if we can find something that you're comfortable with, could work until that strength catches up. But eventually, you don't really want anything on the knee because the muscles are doing the work. But until then, we don't know if those muscles are still learning. So I like a little ice, I like the sleeve. I would still do your daily routine, your daily maintenance, your daily movements, any of your chair exercises. I don't want to change any of that. It seems like that's honestly what's kept you mobile and kept you moving as well as you do. Don't let me rock the boat there. Eventually, maybe we tweak some of that stuff or talk about exercise equipment or things like that. But again, great first day here just to kind of just regain trust in the right leg. So I got 4 moves. Don't really care about order or sequencing, or you can do all of them together. You can space them out throughout the day. Again, I don't like counting repetitions with these. I don't like you don't need to do them a certain amount of times a day. To me, it's like brushing your teeth. It's just things that your body's looking forward to doing. You really can't do enough. Obviously, let soreness be your guide, but I don't see these causing any more soreness. Maybe the stair one eventually if you do a ton of repetitions, but even then, I think you're aware enough to just kind of keep all these happy. So first one, give you a band. This is an easy one. Do it seated. And honestly, if you have a spot around the house where you think you might always just do this one, if you have your normal chair, anchor the band either around your leg or maybe around chair leg or something. And then with that right leg, we're just doing kicks. No real speed recommendation here, just nice and easy. The focus is the thigh muscle. So if you're feeling your knee more than your muscle, we want to change something. Maybe we bring our toes back. That helps a little bit instead of pointed. So toes back can bring a little bit more into the thigh. Maybe you lean back a little bit. Sometimes that helps as well. So just, again, a good thigh workout, good thigh burn. As far as repetitions, again, not really big on counting here, but I'd kind of just do it until that muscle is getting tired. Not till it's screaming, but just getting a little bit tired is plenty. So can do that a few times a day if you like. Another one we had was we gotta fix a shoelace here. Your sit to stands. All right, I'm gonna pull back here so you can see my feet a little bit better. You've been working on these. You've been doing these, but what you tend to do is get a little bit to that left side and getting a little bit favored each time. So I want to take that away. And what you're going to do is you're going to stagger. The leg that's back is the leg that's working harder. So we want that to be the right leg for now. I like to have a full foot. So get your left heel in line with your right toes, and then you're doing them from there. That way, left leg can't help, can't cheat. Your right leg's doing majority of the work. It's probably doing 70-30 like this. So that's a great way to catch that leg up. And you're just doing repetitions. Make them as smooth and as comfortable as you can. Eventually, we might have some weights in our hand, might make this a little more challenging. But right now, just use it. Again, this one we probably won't get to fatigue or failure quite like that band, but just, again, whatever you've normally been doing, 10s, 20s, as far as repetitions go, that's fine. That's fine. Just, I want you to make this feel a little bit more of a normal habit as opposed to feeling, right now it's gonna feel pretty awkward using that right leg more. The third one we can do is just standing. Just whenever you are washing your hands, waiting on the microwave, cooking, cleaning, chopping, just try to spend a little bit of time that right leg. We know that when you stand still, again, you go to that left leg so very easily. Everybody tends to kind of have that leg they drift towards, but you're drifting towards the wrong one. So I either want you weight shifting, if you're gonna be standing and waiting on something, I either want you on that right leg majority like this, or just take that left one away. Just get used to this balance. Brushing your teeth on the right leg, having to maintain that balance while you're doing that, it's a wonderful move. So easy, so simple, something we're already doing throughout the day that you don't need to change. It's a great way to regain trust in that right leg. The last one, probably gonna be the most challenging, is gonna be the stairs. So we talked about how your stairs have a little bit of a landing. So on that second part where you maybe have the rail there, that'd be lovely to have just a little bit of balance help there, because I don't want you to have to worry about your balance. And then you're just doing up and downs, right leg, doing the work. Again, just kind of go till there's a little bit of fatigue or a little bit of burn in there. If you're doing all these back to back to back to back, it might be a lot to start with. I might, at least these first couple days, kind of getting used to them, may space them out a little bit more. But anytime you're going up a flight of stairs, you get to that landing, you knock out a couple of dozen of these, then you keep going about your business. I just want you to sprinkle them in throughout your day. This shouldn't be something you have to go above and beyond too much to get these in. And then also, if you can think of it, whenever you're just walking and you see a step or you got to step over something or a curb, try to use that right leg, because we know that you've been using that left leg a lot. Right now, again, it's just we're trying to break a really bad habit. Trying to break a year. You said it was more than a year-long habit of using your left leg more than your right leg. So it's gonna be a hard one to break, but it's the best shot you have at keeping that arthritis at bay in the right knee and preventing any further action on that right knee. So I'm all for reversing it, but right now we just gotta kind of stop the bleeding, put more emphasis on the right leg during daily life, and then also some band, some up and downs, and some stairs will help get you there. I'm really excited for next time already. Got some ideas that we can do a little more hands-on treatment to that area for some of your painful spots. We can start looking at other muscle groups, mainly because of that low back history, mainly kind of the hip and the glute. And then just keep challenging your strength. I think you are ready for some of the big girl exercises that you were, like I say, old PT kind of giving you the basics. I'm excited to challenge you a little bit and see what it can handle. So if you got any questions going forward, text me, call me, email me. I'm easy. Look forward to meeting again. I think a couple weeks is great. If I don't hear from you, I'll bug you. But if we can make something happen around the 2-week mark, I think that's a good first phase, and then we can move on to the next. So I wish you the best. Take care. Bye.